Hello everybody, I'm on the high banks of Bristol Motor Speedway for the 6th race of the 1994 season in the NASCAR Winston Cup season here at Bristol. Hello everybody, welcome back here as we are getting into the roots of the season now. We're getting into the dead middle of the season, and this is where we really start seeing championships runs form, collapse, build, fall. This is where we get to see everything. This is where everything starts off for people trying to win a championship. And we're here today at one of the shortest tracks, Bristol Motor Speedway. Coming into this race, I didn't have my notes ready all the way yet. Ken Schrader is your points leader over Davey Allison, Morgan Shepherd, Dale Earnhardt, Jimmy Spencer. That's your top 5 points. And you see right on the pole today is Mr. Davey Allison. And without further ado, before we could talk any more about starting lineup, let's go with your starting field, brought to you today by Budweiser. Budweiser, the official fuel in NASCAR for over 58 years. Starting on the pole today, like I said before, Davey Allison. He's number 28, Haviland Ford, trying to chase down the points leader today. Mark Martin starting second. Mark Martin having a good start today after having his mediocre run at Darlington last week. So we'll get to see what happens with him. And right behind Davey, you have it points leader Ken Schrader. He's trying to have a good run today. Keep that going. He's at a top 10 in every race so far this year. We're in race 6 now, so he's at 5 consecutive top 10s. That's the reason why he's the points leader. But on the outside here, you see Ted Musgrave, teammate to our other front row starter, Mark Martin. He starts right behind him. Let's get to see what Roush Racing does here today. Bill Elliott trying to have a good run here today. He's currently all the way back in 19th in points coming into this race, so he's going to need some good runs to move himself up. Next to him, Sterling Marlin in the 8 car. Marlin, 6th in points. He fell back a little bit after last week's run, but he still was in contention in that Rebresis Breaks Thunderbird. Rusty Wallace starts alongside his good friend Dale Earnhardt in number 3, last year's reigning champion. Terry Labonte starts alongside Morgan Shepherd. Jeff Gordon starts alongside Bobby Hamilton, unsponsored Billy Hagan Chevy Lumina, after Terry Labonte left and went and took Kellogg's, which was a sponsor last year with this team, and went over to Hendrick Motorsports. So this team was left sponsorless and kind of out of money. They're still trying to they're making every race so far this year, so they can keep doing that. Rick Wilson starts alongside another fellow Pontiac and Michael Waltrip. Jeffrey Bodine starts alongside Rick Mast. 2 forwards right there. 2 forwards here. And then we have Derek Cope, your 1990 Daytona 500 winner, starting alongside Kyle Petty, who's had a kind of a rough start to this year. Very rough start this year. Dale Jarrett is number 18. Chevy Lumina starts alongside Jimmy Spencer. Furthest starting position back for Jimmy Spencer, and I think the furthest back person in our top 5 in points starting today. Back here behind him, you have Harry Gant in his last season, not his last start at Bristol. That'll be coming later this year, but his last full-time season in NASCAR in his classic Skull Bandit Chevy Lumina. Starts alongside Dick Trickle in that number 26 Quaker State Ford. Ricky Rudd, Todd Bodine, Lake Speed, Ernie Irvin, Darrell Waltrip, Ward Burton, Joe Nemechek, Mike Wallace, Steve Grissom, Kenny Wallace, Loy Allen Jr., Jimmy Hensley, Hunt Strickland, Dave Marcus, and rounding out your field, Wally Dallenbach Jr. Gonna be a good race today. Ignore that. Let's fast forward a little bit here. Trevor's going to get going here, but we'll have one pit stop during this race, probably. Davey Allison. Lead him down to the green flag here. 500 laps, actually 50. And pace car will take us hard left-hand corner off in the pit lane. And we are green. Martin holding strong on the outside, and Davey clears off of 2. Now Ken Schrader looking to power by on the inside as well. This track recently turned to concrete surface in 94. New kink in the plan for these drivers. They come through the corners here. Mark Martin still trapped on that outside line. It's a very low one groove racetrack on that bottom. See Mark Martin, he started second. Still cannot get to the inside there. Him and his teammate as well. And they're losing a ton of track position. Look how much track position they've lost now. Across the line this time by, they will be marked in 2 laps. They've dropped 5 positions. Martin trying to hold his own on that outside. Still can't find a way in. Maybe his teammate behind him here will try and find a position in here. Nope. Oh, Martin may be able to find one in here. He's going to hold on the outside. He's going to try and power back on the outside. But he's better find a slot in here real quick, because here comes that 42 of Kyle Petty. Probably the best run he's had today. This season, I should say. And now Kyle Petty comes to the inside here. He's going to slide in. These guys are still losing position. They're almost outside the top 10 now. Mark Martin still falling back right now. Davey Allison, see on our score up there, pulling out for about a second to Ken Schrader. And Mark Martin is still dropping back. He cannot get to the inside line here. He's back to 9th. And now more cars are getting under him. Man, him and Musgrave are just flying, just sliding back here. I wonder how we'll keep watching until we see when they get in line. But you got to imagine here, you got to get in line eventually. I mean, he's outside the top 10 now. The person who started second still can't get in line. And now here comes more cars. Can he slot in here? He might be able to get in here. No, he's going to hold it on the outside. He's still trying to, maybe he's trying to work in that outside line. I don't know. Him and Musgrave are working in together, but, I mean, it's not working. You're almost outside the top 15 now. And now they're falling back even more. As you see Irvin, Waltrip, and now Shepard all trying to get in there under him now. And another car. And you see finally Musgrave gets in line, but now will Mark Martin get in line? Maybe his teammate will give him a break here. No, well, Shepard's not going to give him one, but his teammate's right behind him there. Mark Martin, outside of the top 15, almost outside of the top 15 now. And I see Irvin there gets jumped under by Darrell Waltrip. And now his teammate's not going to give him a break. And now Mark Martin not even inside the top 15 anymore. He's all the way back. Look how far back Mark Martin has dropped. He's back to 16th. Now he might get in line. He finally gets in line in 17th position. Now he has to work his way all the way back up. Back to the front now. It's pretty single file at this moment. Davey Allison leads. And it's single file all through here. And now we have a little battle here for 7th between Jeffrey Bodine and Rick Wilson. Single file throughout most of this field there. Except right here, this is your first little side-by-side battle. Dale Earnhardt trying to get under Ernie Irvin here. Looks like Irvin now falling back pretty far. Mark Martin only back 17th. Now look at Rudd trying to get under Musgrave, and he will get him. Musgrave to drop back on the outside here. Now Martin trying to slot under him. Gain position back here. Now that's what Mark Martin's got to do. He lost all the track position. He's got to work back through the field. Just hug that low lane. No, don't have anyone smuggle you low. Martin, that's what he's doing right now. Still nothing here. Single file, Davey Allison already out almost to a 3-second lead. And battling back here. Bodine on the outside now. And now here comes Martin. Now look again, gets smuggled the outside from under. Waltrip gets under him here. Waltrip, won here at Bristol 7 consecutive times. Most winningest driver all time here at Bristol. So I think he could drive a dune buggy around this track and be competitive against these stock cars. So that's how good he is here. Waltrip currently just one position outside the top 10 at this moment. And now looks like Schrader's gonna, well, Shepard I should say, is gonna get worked under here. Now Rudd trying to move up here. Rudd having a good run here today, working on that 12th place position here. Good racing outside the top 10. Now you see that Shepard. Gee, I keep calling him Schrader. It's Shepard. Gets slotted to the outside here. Now Mark Martin, Dale Earnhardt working their way here. It looks like Cal Petty's holding up this train of cars at the moment here. Looks like Darrell Waltrip's going to try and work under the 12. Nope, we can't seem to get under him there. Nope, now Rudd's going to work under the 17 of Darrell Waltrip. Waltrip didn't take the opportunity he could have to get around Jimmy Spencer, and now he's gonna have to pay for it here. Jimmy Spencer, wasn't he further back earlier? He's all the way in 10th. I think he was starting like in the mid-20s. I mean, he's already up there. Still single file through the front here. We come back here where the good battling is. See Darrell Waltrip falling back here now. Can Ricky Rudd try and hustle his way under one of these top 10 cars here? Nope, you see Dale Earnhardt hustling his way under Mark Martin. Dale Earnhardt working his way up through the field. It's been steadily moving. And right now, these guys cannot... It's like everyone can get up. Oh, here we go. Rudd looking to make a move under... Yep, this is for 10th place. Just like that, Ricky Rudd will try and get inside the top 10. And you see Jimmy Spencer fighting back on the outside. He knows once cars get under him, it's all downhill. Coming back down through here now. We'll see these guys pit soon. And now look at that. Cal Petty just gets hustled immediately. Cal Petty, who was running 9th, he's already fallen back here. 10th. And now Dale Earnhardt gets inside the top 10 here. Ricky Rudd up to 9th now, and they'll have to see if these guys can start chasing down the field here. Some more cars here, but they're kind of separated out up here. All single file here. And you see Davey Allison already lapping traffic. He's already lapped up to 33rd. So, like, we talked about it last week. Lap traffic, plays a huge part here. Davey Allison's going to have to work through it pretty cleanly if he wants to keep his big lead. See single file here through most of the field again. But 9th and 10th and all this is pretty interesting. Let's look at Cal Petty. He was running 9th and he's still falling back on that outside. More and more cars getting under him. Mark Martin's on the outside still too. You see them back there. Cal Petty getting worked pretty good at the moment. You keep getting worked back here. Next thing you know, you're going to be in 20th and getting lapped. That's what happens here when we have somewhat long green flag runs here. Also, it was interesting. I just realized we're already halfway through the damn race. Holy smokes. And Lake Speed trying to work under the 42 here. 42 is going to slot right back in line. And now Dale Earnhardt trying to hustle his way under Ricky Rudd for that 9th place position. Currently, as of the moment, 18.143. They're not gaining on them. It's pretty much even, so... Everyone's kind of stabilized out where they are. Except Davey Allison almost has a 5-second lead here. And look at him try and get around a 1990 Daytona 500 winner, Derek Cope. He's already lapped up to 30th place. And he's just going under 30th right here. Davey Allison just powering through the field here. He has a dominant car. Looking for his second win of the season. He'd be the first driver to get his second win of the season. We've had 5 different winners. Well, no, we haven't. We've had 4. He'd be the second driver to get his second win this year. Jeff Gordon winning 2 times already at Rockingham and Atlanta. So 4 different winners so far through the season. We could have a 5th today. And now we see pit stops. I didn't even realize we had pit stops coming. Here we go. Pit stops are underway. Davey Allison doing the slow 34 miles an hour down the pit lane here. We already saw pit stops there. Now this is a double-laned pit lane. So you don't have to, under green flag, go through both lanes. You only have to go through your own. We're under caution. You have to go through both. Pit stops underway here. You see all these drivers coming around here at this moment. Who will they gain any time on Davey? Mark Martin, you see him coming down. Nope, Davey pulls way out before any of them can even get close to him. Davey coming right back on the racetrack. We'll see where it cycles out at the moment, but Davey hoping for no cautions. It gets very dicey here at Bristol when we have green flag pit stops. He works his way around. Oh my gosh, he's going to put Mark Martin, Rick Mast a lap down, it looks like. Wow, no, he's going to be stuck on the outside of these guys. How strong that car is, I wouldn't be surprised if he powers right around him. Hey, look at that. Oh, watch out! Steve Grissom. Almost took out Davey. Side by side still. Davey's trying to get around them all. He's heavy. Like I said, that strong of a car. He's holding it on the outside and clears both of them. Now we get back going to this. 4 seconds over Ken Schrader. All the way back here. Ken Schrader working through heavy lap traffic. Bill on his heels. Rusty Wallace back there as well. Terry Labonte running 5th, stuck behind that 26 car Dick Trickle. Jeff Gordon running 6th. And Dale Earnhardt up to 9th. 10th, Michael Waltrip. Ricky Rudd up to 8th. And I swear we had someone up here as well. Or someone else. Sterling Marlin, that's right. What happened to Sterling? Back to 22nd. Trouble on his pit stop. He's even risk going a lap down. Derek Cope is risk going 2 laps down. Davey Allison lapped all the way up to 22nd at this moment. And Sterling Marlin's going to try and put some lap traffic in between him and Davey. Trying to get back up to 21st right now. And we saw Sterling, I believe he was in the top 10 before that was pit stops. And now he's obviously deep in trouble now. And Davey's going to lap up to 21st now. And he's Dick Trickle trying to put him 2 laps down. Well, Derek Cope, I'm sorry. You call him Dick Trickle, Derek Cope. Trying to get around Derek Cope now. You see Dale Jarrett up there. He's almost lapped inside the top 20 now. Ted Musgrave, 4th place starter. Almost ready to lap him. Lake Speed, Todd Bodine, Harry Gant, Jimmy Spencer, Darrell Waltrip. It's among most of the names that are over half a lap down. Dave Marcus. He's 2 laps down almost. You see battle here for 5th. Starting to heat up just a little bit through this lap traffic. They're coming around the 10 laps to go. Battle here for 3rd actually as well. Come around here. Well, it looks like with what's going on here today, it looks like, Schrader gets filed out wide, and here he's going to maybe lose some positions here. I was about to say Schrader, he's going to minimize the points loss here if Davey pulls away with his victory, but at this moment, Schrader's trying to have a little bit of a struggle going through lap traffic, and here comes Bill Elliott to take that position from him. Well, he's battling double wide in front of these guys, and now Schrader's going to lose 2nd. He's going to fall back to 3rd, and he might at least fall back to 4th here. Oh, 3 wide maybe. No. Whoa. He can't get around Kyle Petty. It's getting dicey here. Back to 4th. Now he might fall back to 5th as Terry Labonte dives under him. Maybe back to 6th if Jeff Gordon gets under him. And just like that, Ken Schrader has lost 5 positions, or 4 positions. Ooh, what's going on here with the 31? It looks like he was going slow on the backstretch. Those guys are fighting. Davey Allison has almost a 6-second lead. And Sterling Mullen's still trying to hold off Davey, trying to keep himself on the lead lap. Maybe if a caution came out here. He's currently 20th right at this moment. And Davey holding on. Holding behind him. Davey not really fighting, I don't think, very much to lap Sterling just because of where they are on the racetrack compared to everyone else. Davey over 6.5-second lead. Though he's going to try and maybe work under him now. Coming around the 4 to go this time for Davey Allison. Just been a dominant day for him. I mean, I don't know what else you can say. Just been lights out. And now here comes Marlin under the 75 here for that 19th place position. But we're watching Davey here just absolutely dominate the field. It's been a fantastic day for him. And, I mean, here in the 1994 Food City 500. And now you see these guys start battling side by side. And he's still pulling away. You see Rusty just took 2nd place. See him get back there to Rusty. Yes, Rusty took 2nd. Bill Elliott's dropping back on the outside line. Here comes Terry Labonte for 3rd. This sophomore driver Jeff Gordon looking for 4th on Bill Elliott. And now they can get under him here. He's going to have to really dive bomb him in this corner here. Ah, no, we couldn't get him. Back up here towards the leader, though. White flag this time by for Davey Allison. So he looks for his 24th career victory here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Not just at Bristol's, overall. Coming down the backstretch one last time. He's going to put Marlon a lap down. He's going to dive under. Ooh, no, he can't get under again. I think he just let out there. And Davey Allison dominates at Bristol and will win his second race of the season after winning the Daytona 500. Dominant victory for Davey Allison today. And that's going to cut into Ken Schrader's point lead that Schrader's built up over the last few races. Even though Schrader still gets a top 10, Davey Allison wins the second race of the season. And closes in just a little bit on that points lead. Clean race, not a single caution brung out here at Bristol today. Davey Allison dominates, leads all but one lap. Dale Earnhardt led one under green flag pit stops. Then after that, next week we will be going to North Wilkesboro, another classic track that this series goes to. So we'll see people there, but points lead now down to 39 points Ken Schrader has over Davey Allison. Dale Earnhardt up to third in points, Mark Shepard up to fourth, Jimmy Spencer still fifth in points, Gordon up to sixth in points, Marlon up to seventh, Labonte in eighth, Rusty Wallace ninth, and Rick Wilson rounds up the top 10 in points. Good day today. Overall, Davey Allison 26th career victory, 24th I should say, of his career. And next week we'll be going to North Wilkesboro. So on that, I hope people have enjoyed. Until next time, goodbye.